Paul Begley with the NSA. We'll come and get you. No, I ain't the NSA. That was all a lie. The NSA never came after Paul. Paul made that whole lie up. Made the whole thing up. That's pretty disgusting. If you heard listen to the interview, you wouldn't believe it. And I suggest you listen to the interview before you watch this video, which you can look up on his channel. I'm sure it's on there. Anyway, so Paul makes up a story about the NSA coming after him about some leaked classified information that he some got his hands on and made a video about called Citizen Containment Jade Helm. But the truth of that is what happened was Paul plagiarized an article, which he done many times before. I have this on my site too, on my YouTube channel. He stole a documentary out of Japan about 12,000 pages of highly classified intelligence smuggled out of North Korea. All right, there was a documentary done on it in Japan. Paul plagiarized that word for word and claimed it was his source. So you can check that out. I got that on my channel. So I mean, he done this many of times before. All right, so All Pipeline News broke the article. It was October 1st, 2015. They got a guy that went to a meeting in Indiana where an insider from Homeland Security came to speak. And they're talking about preparedness if something happened, if, natural disaster or, whatever, civil disobedience. And they had, the guy was talking about what the government had a plan to do. And they were going to do is they had this train station they plan on shipping people out through. They were going to put these containment walls in certain areas to kind of box people in. And everything that was in that was in Paul's. So Paul made his January 6, 2016. 3 to 4 months later, he made his video. Okay, so he plagiarized it. And you go to All Pipeline News, they have the article and the video, the audio where the guy was in there listening to the speaker from Homeland Security talk. And there's a lot of things, exactly what Paul said. About getting guns, about internment camps, about trains, shipping people out, about the citizen containment, the walls, all that in Paul's video. So, besides that, forget about the evidence. You don't even need the evidence. You don't need to see none of that. Paul gives it away in his story. Paul's story is so messed up. Anybody can see that's a lie. And I think the reason Paul did this is God put it in him and make him do this to give his followers, to expose him to his followers. Say, listen, this man is corrupt. This man is not a man of God. This man is a false prophet. You have no excuse after hearing this interview and hearing him talk and screw up this bad and knowing he lied. You have no excuse to follow him anymore. A 5-year-old could tell you this is a lie. So I swear, if you see this and you still think he's not lying or telling the truth, man, I don't know. You need to pray, fast, like for a month, or I don't know. Get the whole damn world to pray for you because you're gonna need it. So let's start out with this interview with Rex. I think his name's Rex on I can't remember. It's Leak Project. That's the Leak Project. He went on there and leaked the guy Rex. That's all giddy over Paul. He just all giddy. I contacted Rex, told him about this, gave him all the information so he knows. But anyways, here we go. Let's listen to his. Within the first minute, you'll know he's lying.
In June, I know the second one was in
the
late, early August.
Right.
Late July. I can't remember the exact date. It was right around the beginning of August. But they have visited us twice, and the NSA, and it was a very, very interesting discussion for sure.
So they just out of the blue, they're knocking on your. What was it like when they came to your door and said, "Hey, we're with the NSA"? How did they?
Well, they actually did it by text.
They sent you a text.
Sent a text.
They're not going to text you
on the phone and said we'd like to meet with you. And And so,
that right there
you know,
blew holes.
we
There's so
agreed to
many
a certain location, a restaurant.
things
I
he
wanted
gave
to make
away
sure
in
it
that
was
first
a public
live.
location. And so they said fine, and we
I'll
met
tell you
at
in a
a
minute.
certain restaurant, and there was two people, and they came in, sat down, and we had a very good conversation. The man was the actual agent. The woman was his wife, and she kept going out to the car because they had some dogs, and so. But he based.
Okay. I don't know if you guys, anybody caught this. You should have. If you had an open mind. Paul said the guy brought his wife and a dog, but Paul said he brought his wife. The wife ain't an agent. Okay. Tell me, you think if the NSA is going to let, it's okay to let someone, the wife go talk and do interviews with a suspect that has highly classified intel and sit in and listen to the conversation, and Paul could reveal the sources, and then she'll know the sources, you know, and she'll know the classified information. You know that's not going to happen. You know that's not going to happen. That right there tells you he's lying. That should be, story's over. I don't have to listen to another word. But I can show you another dozen things, and I will. Okay. Another fact is, all right, let's say met him at the restaurant, then they let Paul go. Let's say Paul did have some stuff on him. Paul would go back to his house and destroy it. Bleach bit it. His computer. Throw his blackberries in the toilet and flush them. I mean, get rid of any evidence. You think that NSA is just going to do that? Hey, we're wondering this, and that. And not even go to his house? Do you think we're going to meet you at a restaurant? The NSA is going to say, okay. No, they're going to say, we're the NSA, we're coming to your door. They're not, come on. See, that right there. Alone, that first minute right there just blew so many damn holes in the story, it's not even funny. Okay, another thing is, they asked Paul, we'll get to that point, but there's something else about this, hold on.
He's the one that really met with us, and the first encounter was kind of scary because he really told us why he come to see us. There was a video I did where I was talking about citizen containment, Rex, where there's walls that are being built now in the cities. These walls can be put up very quickly and cordon off sections of cities in case of civil unrest, martial law, and so certain sections of cities are considered more dangerous to contain. So they have walls, especially San Francisco. They have walls that are ready.
That's the only thing.
Where I got this information.
The only thing he changed is it happened in Indiana. They're doing this. In the story on All Popular News, it's Indiana. He just changed the city.
So I'm just sharing it. Okay, I'm just sharing this and saying, guys, there's citizen containment walls. No, this is one of the things they will
past,
do.
You're trying to fight the
gets
fight.
Out of control. And he said that when he went to work the next day, that my face was on the screen, was on all the screens, and who is this guy, and how does he know about the citizen containment walls? And so
they've been
monitoring me ever since. So he came. We had a very, very intense conversation because he started to tell me about all the different ways they can kill me. Okay? So part of this, I believe, was shock value.
I have to laugh every time I hear that.
I believe was to send a clear message that.
Why would Paul lie about that?
You're getting into areas we don't want you to get into.
Take in mind. Try to figure out why does he say these lies. Every lie he tells in the story.
You're on a list, and they told me there's a list of 20.
There's a reason for it.
Alternative media personalities.
They have a list of 20.
They only gave me the name of 4 of us, but there was 20. And the 4 were myself, Michael Savage, BP Earthwatch, and Sean Hannity. Now, Sean Hannity,
All right. A few years ago, Paul made videos claiming he was getting harassed by TSA. They're pulling him out of line, interrogating him, interrogating room for hours. They're making him go through the scanners, the what do you call them, scanners that you can see through your clothes. They tore up his luggage, destroyed his luggage. They went through his laptop. I mean, he said about 4 or 5 different occasions they messed with him. And he said then it was on the news that Rand Paul got arrested at the airport. Now, Paul said In this video, the TSA has a list of freedom fighters. Well, my name and Rand Paul's are on it. Okay? He's obsessed with being this hero freedom fighter when he's not. He's a fraud, he's a fake, he's a thief, he's a terrible person. But he wants everybody to think he's this good, fighting for the Christians, you know? And that's all for money. He don't give a rip about you guys. He don't care at all. And the more you listen to this, the more you'll believe it.
I mean, I'll see how you consider. I mean, he's on Fox News. Everybody in the world knows him. But then I thought, well, maybe they're just giving me a variety.
So why these names?
Very powerful, very popular radio personality.
Of course,
and
not to be up there with them.
Savage got pulled off the air just before that one debate. They just pulled him off 400 radio stations. They finally let him back on. We're hearing rumors that Hannity's going to be fired at Fox News, especially if Clinton wins the election. He's gone.
They pulled Savage off, but they left Paul Begley on?
By the NSA twice, so I don't know. I think there's several people that are being watched, and I think it's more than 20. I think they got a list of 20, but Rex, you and everyone that's covering some of the sensitive things as it relates to the time we're living in, they're watching us.
Well, geez, that's frightening, especially when they tell you of ways that you could be killed. And, I mean, certainly that would get.
Why would he scare Christian YouTubers in? Why would he scare them to cover this stuff?
Is that too personal?
Why would we frighten them?
No. I mean, and my wife was sitting there, and I really believe that part of it was shock value. They wanted to get my reaction, to get her reaction. And her reaction was awesome. Before I could speak back.
This is the part where she wanted to be part of Story Be Hero too.
Your house before you know it. There's no use you having a handgun because we'll just take it from you. It's not a problem. We'll have you zipped up, packed up, and out of there in less than a minute. We'll be in your house. You won't even know how we got in. We know everything. You know, and so basically, you need to understand that you do not need to go in some of these areas of security. And they were upset about the civilian containment. So they talked about this. And my wife said, okay. And I think he really wanted her to give a reaction of freaking out. And she said, well, you know what? We've had so many death threats. So what? I mean, you know, this is just, you're just telling us.
Here's her part of the story.
So if you think we're going to stop what we're doing, you're wasting your breath. You got anything else to say? It was one of those, she came back at him with such a strong response that I didn't even have to say anything. It's like, okay. So
just imagine what they're thinking when they're making the story up.
That's not working, so I'm not afraid either. Okay, so he went at a different approach after that.
Okay, but she didn't catch on those stupid lies that gave them away.
They would attempt to take your life if it got to a point where you're hitting on topics that they just didn't want you to.
Well, let's put it this way. I had a notebook to take notes. He took the notebook away from me, took my ink pen, and wrote down 9 different things that could happen to me that would send me a message it was them.
I like that NSA is going to tell you.
One of those 9 was you'd have an unexplained car accident. Okay? So, after the meeting, it was about 6 or 8 weeks later, I was in an unexplained car accident. Actually, a man drove 60 miles an hour. He came through a red light, cut across 3 lanes of traffic, and he hit me in the T-boned me into my rear, right in my back tire, breaking the tire off the car. Okay, I mean, this was a hard hit. Now, my car was an Enclave, a Buick Enclave. They're pretty well. They're a good car to take a hit. Okay, but I mean, there was 5 cameras. There were witnesses. The witnesses came to when the police were there. They said, "Look, this guy cut across the lanes."
I'm in the process of finding that information out too.
That's what I was gonna say. And they cut across lanes, Rex, to hit me.
Oh, by the way, I said all this to
him.
him to say all his videos and everything.
Other cars, and I was just trying to miss.
Explain to him what he was
But
doing.
he said I didn't even see the red light. They wrote it all up. He admitted he hit me. You know, it was obviously his fault. He gives a name, an insurance, a policy, a phone number, and I'm to call it. When I call, there is no policy. This guy doesn't exist. He doesn't exist. We tracked it down, called the police, called back to our tracking it down. They come back and say, look, the guy does.
All right, just a little side note. 3 weeks before Paul did this interview, Putin was driving down, well, I thought it was Putin, a car crossed a lane into Russia, went across the medium, crossed 3 lanes, beeline directly for what they thought was Putin's car, and slammed into it. 3 weeks before that, Paul did this interview. Paul likes to do that. He likes to take headlines from the news and he puts it in his stories like he's a part of it. It's weird. It's just really weird what he does.
Exist. So my insurance company ends up fixing my car. They had to fix my car, and this gentleman's gone. Now that was one of the things he told me on the 9 unexplained car accident.
What did he look like? Did he look like a normal Joe?
Did you even ask his name? Look at his
military
badge.
guy? I mean,
You know, he did look like just a normal Joe. He was probably about early 30s.
Okay.
He wore some dark shades, and he kept those on. So I
It's
could
like the
never look
movies.
him in the eye. But
So I can't look
you
him in the
know,
eye.
he had an old beater car, crushed it. I mean, just crushed it. But he wasn't hurt, which was kind of amazing in a way, because that car was just crushed. If anything, I would have thought he would have been hurt. He just walked away, and then they didn't arrest him. They didn't give him a ticket or anything. And so this was one of the 9 things. Okay. After this happened, about a week later, the NSA calls again and says, "I'd like to meet again."
Oh, they called him.
When we had this meeting, he said, "Okay." He takes my notebook again, which he still has the 9 things.
Paul, did you yell at him for crashing into you?
Off one, says there's one of the 9. Now
You
you
pissed?
have 8 more. They want to know, who is your source? Who is your source?
Who is your source?
And I keep saying my source is the Lord. Okay.
Source.
I get my information from God. I
You
got
hear that?
my eyes open. I can see what's going on, and the Holy Spirit.
very
And, you know,
important.
so I'm sorry if you're looking for I don't have an inside source in the.
Okay. This gives it all away, too. The NSA, if they watched this video, watch it yourself on Cis Containment, January 6th, they made it, 2016. Paul talks about the story, the NSA story, Cis Containment. He says he got the information from a lady emailed him who talked to a police officer. They told him all this information that he put in his video. Cis Containment. So, if the NSA watched the video, they would have known Paul got the information from a cop who told this lady who emailed Paul. That blows the story apart right there. And Paul, knowing his interview is going to be watched by a lot of people, he even has to lie about a lie. Because in the original lie was a lady that emailed him with information. But he wanted all the glory. He wanted to look good for everybody, so he's like, looks like a prophet. So he said, God told me this. Because I know people that watch this video think he's blessed and that God speaks to him. They think he's like, some people think he's like the second coming of John the Baptist. That's what he wants. So, of course, he can't keep his lies straight. See, I'm telling you, God made him screw up so much in this. There's no excuse for anybody to watch this and not know he's a liar. He's a liar. He's a thief. Right now, actually, he's in Israel. Again, he takes trips all over the place with you guys' money. Spends it on trips. Just new houses and teeth and suits and houses. And you just keep sending him money. What is wrong with you? This is your chance. God is showing you what a crook this guy is. And I swear, I don't know. If you still don't believe, there's something wrong with you. If you do not know he's lying after watching this video. I really hope you do. Okay? So, like I said again, the NSA would have known it was email. So what would have happened? They wanted to text Paul and said, meet us at the restaurant. They went straight to his house with a warrant. Walked in his house, grabbed his computers, grabbed all his documents, shut his YouTube channel down, took all that crap back to the NSA, and they went through his computers. They would have found out where the email came from, and they went to the girl who sent him the email. She would have been next on the list. That's how it would have happened. All right, if the story was true. You know, they're not going to just meet him somewhere else a couple of times, ask him questions, and say, okay. And then Paul says, God told me. Then, okay, the investigation is over now. We'll never find out where the leak information comes. We'll just take your word that God told you, Paul. We'll just take your word for it. Case closed. That sounds like something that Comey would do for Hillary Clinton. And Paul, I know Hillary, well, he might be Hillary Clinton. I don't know.
Government, okay? So, he's like, man, they're not gonna like that. I said, I'm sorry, I don't have one. So, but he was. I have to say, the second meeting was much more. He was a whole lot more friendlier. He said he's a Christian. I believe he is.
Slandered.
Nice guy. He just.
You don't realize that the government could sue him. That they could sue him for slander and malice. He could be sued. It could drain every dime out of him for that.
Yeah, I think he does. And I think.
And I hope they do.
So I think he was trying to give me some heads up here and some warnings.
I sent him all his. I sent him interviews. I sent him everything. All right. Another thing what Paul's doing with his video, okay? He's trying to make money. Every lie he told in this for a reason, okay? So now he makes money selling. He goes, all right, I'll make a video today about secrets I learned. NSA told me about how they spy, you know, and things like that. But you got to subscribe to my other channel. So you hit the link and it takes you to his freaking YouTube site with his store. And you go over there and you know stuff he wants to sell. And then you gotta find a link, but you gotta subscribe to his other channel so you make more money. Okay, so it's all about money. You making money. And then one time, he made a video and people exposed him for who he really is on this video. Okay, and the chat line and all that, and comment section, they hammered him. They were just speaking the truth. The next day, Paul, I'll just bring out the NSA card. Paul says, you know what? The NSA told me that they hire actors to harass people like me and Christians and cause chaos. And that's who they were yesterday. They were hired actors that are exposing the truth. That's what that's what he keeps using NSA whenever it's convenient. And it was all a lie. So he's constantly lying to these people. He's constantly lying. I mean, every chance he gets, he's lying. And you guys just keep eating it up. And I hope that you just don't. Alright? There's something wrong with this guy. I've been investigating for a while, going through all his videos and other videos, and I noticed what he does. He searches out. His wife has a little clan of people, a bunch of little bots of theirs, friends of theirs, with multiple accounts, and they'll go look for every video that exposes Paul for who he really is. And they'll spam the thumbs down on it, spam comments about, oh, he's a great man. He saves many people to Christ. He brings people to Christ. He saves souls. He gives to the needy. Oh, he's changed my life. Oh, it's fake comments. Say you get, he's the second coming of John the Baptist. And saying, you're gonna burn in hell, and just things like that. And Paul even does that. He'll go and say he has the gall enough. Somebody does something like this, turn around and then seek somebody out that's talking the truth about him and say, I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you, son. I'll pray for you. And I'm not mad at you. I know if I'm lying about, I won't, but if I did do a lie, I couldn't. It takes something else, some other kind of person that could go on there and call somebody out for calling you out for lying and tell them you pray for them. This saying God tells me this, God, the Holy Spirit told me. He does that all the time. He's done that numerous times. I've found. That's what a false. That's a false prophet right there. And to say Romans 16, 17, 18 says, now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offenses contrary to the doctrine which have learned, and avoid them. It talks about exposing the false prophets. Beware of false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they're ravenous wolves. Okay? We're not supposed to be. So don't go, we're not to judge other Christians. You're judging. It's wrong. No. Yeah, that's like Christians that screwed up here, did this, and having problems, and they slipped off the wagon, got back. You know what I'm saying? That's criticism for that, but not criticism for false prophet that's destroying the church and helping people go to hell. And he saved so many people, brought so many to Christ. No, it would have been better for Paul never to be on YouTube at all, because these people would have found somebody else, maybe with a real church, a real ministry with the Holy Spirit in it, and they would have learned something, and they would have, Paul is he's a dead preacher to begin with. He speaks about nothing but what's on the news. It scares people all the time. He's scaring you, trying to scare you to buy his DVD. He tells you, if you don't buy this DVD, Zombie Apocalypse, if you don't buy my DVD, Zombie Apocalypse, he said, you won't be prepared when it happens. Oh, I thought the only book I needed, the only information I needed was in the Bible. You're taking it away from God and put it on yourself now. That's another mark of a false prophet. I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna show some more things, expose some more things Paul did. Now, I could make a living off this. There's so much of it. All right, I just hope I get to you guys. Flaming sword of truth. Later.